Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. I gotta admit, I'm just a sucker for rain against, for speed against Bisu. Sucker for rain as well, but speed against Bisu is something, like if I see that they've played, I kind of just have to cast it. I have to take a look at it. And if I'm gonna watch a replay, hey, it's a great match, why not cast? It's going to take a little bit for it to overtake the amount of games we have between Rain and Zealot. That's why I'm kind of thinking about Rain right now. But yeah, there you have it. I think one day it might. Just these two a bit more active. It's great to see Bisu practicing pretty hard right now as well. Not resting on his laurels, which he absolutely could do. One of the most successful, well, actually the most successful Protoss in the history of the game. So anyways, we're on Minstrel. Two-player map, and Bisu sending out a probe quite early. This is a probe that will probably start like a gateway and then go ahead and steal the gas. Oh no, he made the pylon at home actually, so maybe this is just a gas steal. Never mind. But yeah, he'll get up here, and we'll see what Speed wants to do against that. You know, I'm surprised to kind of think about this. Okay, I wanna throw this by you guys. So basically, two-player maps play really differently than 3- and 4-player maps in Brood War. That's something you may have noticed. Just knowing exactly where your opponent is like really helpful. And the fact that there's no other main base changes a lot of basic things. Like, for instance, a Zerg can't take another main and then forcefully take the natural, or vice versa. Wow. Jesus, that was some good harassment. Normally, I don't really comment too much on the harassment we see from workers, but that was really good. The fact that I'm surprised Speed saved that. I thought Bisu had that. I thought Bisu had that SCV. Anyways, he's doing a great job. And you can see Speed, like, ridiculous clicking going on there, trying to keep up with it. Oh, he gets it anyways. You got to repair that, Speed. Okay. Please, let me finish, Bisu. Stop having such exciting probe micro. But yeah, so two-player maps obviously play really, really differently. And it does, like, affect the balance, like, a little bit because of that. It's just, like, a very different feel in every matchup. Now, like, I would say in general, like, it's really good and it's a healthy thing to have, like, two-player maps, three-player maps, and four-player maps in map pools. And if it's a bigger map pool, maybe two-player maps, but probably never more than that. Honestly, I think it should be something like 2 4-player, 2 3-player, 1 2-player. I think that something like that's a great setup. But anyways, I digress. As far as 2-player maps go, and obviously if you go up to like 7 maps, you can increase each of those by 1. But 2-player maps like this, I've been pretty vocal that I think that this is one of the best 2-player maps that we've had. Gives us very interesting games. It feels a bit more balanced than a lot of the 2-player maps we have. Unfortunately, it's not being kept around for the next SSL season. Eclipse is actually apparently coming back. Eclipse at the time was one of the least balanced maps, but actually, like, we continue to... wow, what? That was just a bad rally. That's what that was. He had the gate rallied out here, and he didn't fix it to here. Instead, it was, like, up there. So that was just a little mistake. So he takes a bit of hull damage. Not the end of the world. Anyways, let me finish this thought. You know, Eclipse, like, as we continue to learn how to play these maps, the balance changes, and this is always something that's happening. Like, for instance, at the beginning of Radion, a lot of Terran players were saying that it was a very tough map. Now, everyone likes Radion. It's just, like, a good map in, like, all the matchups. At the beginning of Eclipse, it felt like the most imbalanced map ever, and by the end, it was like, still felt hard, but much more playable. And I think that we continue to see the metagame evolve and the understanding of what to do in various situations evolve. So I'm actually surprising to myself, because I've always cursed Eclipse's name. I'm actually kind of excited to be playing on it again and just see how it feels with an extra year, or maybe it's even 2 years since it was last in the pool. But it was in the pool for like 4 years or something. Like something really long. But it's been a while, and the game has advanced. So I'm excited to see that. But I am sad to see Minstrel go, is what I've been trying to build up to here. Is I think Minstrel is a map where I'm like, hey, I wouldn't mind this being around maybe for a couple years. Anyways, Minstrel will go. This looks like it's going to be a starport. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Holy crap. Okay, this is very exciting because I know I've just kind of been trying to tell you my feeling about two-player maps. You guys are like my therapists for my thoughts on two-player maps and how I feel. Oh, man. Oh, my God! Oh, my God! No way! No way! No way! Okay, so when I saw Factory, Academy, and an SCV waiting up here, I'm like, oh, he's gonna use Fantasies build. One of my favorite Terran vs. Protoss openings in the world. I did a video about it on this channel. It's the only game I've casted that I saw before I casted it, and I told you guys in that. You can look up its Fantasy vs. Quickly, I want to say. Anyways, I thought it was gonna be that build. Dude, he's getting armory as well. What the hell am I looking at? But he's going to go 2-starport Wraith. And he's throwing down the eBay. He wants to get turrets up so that you can't scout him with this. This is insane. Now, hopefully you guys saw a few days ago, I gave this outrageous title to the video. It was like 4 years of ArtosisCasts, the craziest strategy yet or something, and I completely stand by that. The fact that he literally went Cloaked Wraith harassment purposefully against Protoss, and I saw a lot of people totally didn't understand what the hell was going on in the comments there. When people are like, well, it didn't work, so it's not good. And it's like, well, I go over it all at the end and how I think that, you know, this is like a first foray and very interesting, and who knows if it will work, right? But apparently, because this is like is this a week? This is over a week later that he's playing a Cloaked Wraith build, but it's with 2 starports. So he needs to keep the Observer out. There's the Observer. It's going to try to fly in. Okay, that was important that he got that. Did it see the edge of the 2 Wraiths? I don't think it did. I can't believe that he's going 2-port Wraith and getting +1 this fast. That, in my brain, this does not make sense, because what we talked about during the last Wraith game is I felt he overmade the Wraiths. And I felt like even, like, the amount he overmade them, if he adds the factories more quickly, if he just goes for 3 total, that type of thing, it could have been really good. So here comes the Reaver drop, and he actually snipes it so quick the Reaver doesn't get out. So already the Wraiths have given him insanely good value. He's taken 0 damage. Insanely good value. But it's 55 probes to 41 SCVs. Bisu instantly started a forge. Gonna continue to get these observers. He gets observer speed immediately upon seeing the Wraiths. He's got these great spotting pylons out. He's bringing Dragoons up. Don't forget, there are scans. He can scan and kill observers here. He scans there, he checks, he's like, okay, observer +4 goons, let's skip there, let's go down here. Oh, 2... Okay, well, he decides to kill that probe. I thought he was going to try to dive. I would have dived on those, but I'm not good with Wraiths, so... Okay, gets 1. I wonder... Okay, so hold on, it's 60 health, so yeah, that's... Well, 3 Wraiths should kill it in 1 shot, then. So maybe, yeah, I'm not sure why he brought 4. I think he brought 4 so that he can lose 1 and they'll still be useful. Because 3 will 1-shot an observer, I guess? Wait, yeah, I think so, right? Isn't Wraith damage normal? I know their laser is normal. I'm pretty sure that the, Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's explosive. I'm trying to think. It's like, you don't use Wraiths very often, to be honest. So I don't think about their damage type very often. It's like, okay, well, how many shots does it take to kill this? Well, that's not really how Wraiths are utilized generally. Okay, anyways, I need to shut up about that and look at what's going on here. More gates going down. Has a +1. Photon cannons going up for defensive purposes everywhere. Looks good for Bisu. It doesn't look bad for speed. He's got his 5 factories up. He's got this nice little group of Wraiths. He's got 5 Wraiths, which is kind of funny because he went 2 starport, but he actually made less Wraiths than we saw with the 1 starport play. I'm not sure why 5. It's probably something to do with amount of volleys for like a shuttle, something like that. Getting ready to take an additional base. Is he going to try to push right now? He's actually got like very good supply. And you know, one thing I can definitely say here about these Wraiths, like the Wraiths will make it really hard to get the shuttles to work. Like, look at this. He's hunting right now. And he's going to harass, and these are like so mobile that now the Dragoons have to come up here, and he's got this push that he might hit here with. If all the Dragoons are running up here, hell yeah, put the push in and kill this Nexus. This is crazy. Okay, he's getting caught here. What are you doing? His supply is really high, by the way, guys. Like, much higher than I expected to see at this point in the game. Bisu's going to start shooting up, though. He's got a lot of gateways out. His 4th Nexus is done. So, he really focused heavily on the Wraiths there while continuing to macro. He's got this group of units. He can kill this Nexus. Okay, he comes up with the vultures. Dude, like, he's crushing. Like, this is so weird. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here with my mouth guffawed. Okay, he lost his Wraiths there, so now the shuttle actually can come in and help. And it looks like... Is Bisu going to be able to break this? Yeah, just barely, it looks like. He's like... It's definitely pretty efficient for speed overall. Like, he's killing a ton of units here. But Bisu on 4 bases will be able to refill this better than Speed will. So that ended up not being perfect. I do feel like he actually had an opportunity in there while the goons were chasing the Wraiths to run up, lay some mines and siege and have this great position. Also, the shuttle was a big part of breaking that. So losing those Wraiths obviously was not optimal. But Speed has a 3rd base up. He's on 5 factory. Okay, he's going to go for heavy upgrades now. He does have 1-1. He's going to go for 2-2. Lays a lot of mines here behind to try to slow down any attacks that might happen on this base. I am shocked at this game right now. Like, very similar to the previous game that you played against Best going Wraiths. Like, I'm just sitting here. I'm trying to commentate this, and I'm just trying to calculate about what we've seen so far. The fact that he kept his supply that close, even when he went Armory, too? Like, I mean, obviously he killed the shuttle, which is like 10 supply immediately. He killed 1 observer, okay. Then he went up, killed some probes. You know, suddenly Bisu has to invest a little bit more in tech, like observer speed. Fascinating. And the fact that, like, it kind of shuts down more than 4 Goliaths. Like, 4 or 5 Wraiths with Cloak with your army is going to shut down those shuttles really hard. Obviously, it costs more. I don't know. Anyways, the vultures are rotating around a lot right now. Bisu's just cleaning the map. You see this group of goons with observer, this group of goons with observer. He's cleaning mines off the map absolutely everywhere. He's trying to make sure that he has kind of free reign. You can see his lineup of observers is awesome. Observer here, 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 here. You literally can't leave this side of the map as Speed without him seeing. He sees all. Look at this. It's crazy, his vision. Bisu has set up just gigantic vision here. Speed getting ready to build another base. There's a turret down there preemptively. I actually can't believe the supply he's kept himself at. Speed is, like, we already knew he was reaching other levels, but he's really reaching another level right now. Like, a lot of his play was strategic and tactical. And now he's added in, like, God-tier micro, God-tier new build orders, and, like, his macro. The fact that he went 2 Starport Wraith and Armory off 1 factory, and he kept, like, even supply with Bisu basically the whole time is... Like, his supply has always been healthy. You expect when someone does that much tech for their supply to drop off and be, like, 40 supply below. That's, like, why Upgrade Terran doesn't exist anymore. Or barely exists. Because your supply just gets too low. But he kept his supply so close. I'm like, actually, I'm going to have to rewatch this one for sure. But here comes Bisu now. He's got 4 shuttles in here. He's got a lot of High Templars for some Psystorm. There's not that many SCVs on this base, and in fact uses the Psystorm on a siege tank here. Coming in from this funny angle. You can see here that SCVs are actually blocking the Vultures from coming in to help, so this is a bit of an issue. Probably he should have drilled the SCVs away or something. Kind of a funny location. The fact that he has enough units here to hold this, and they're all stuck. That's a little bit brutal. A little bit brutal. The thing is, he could have drilled the SCVs down here, but then maybe one storm kills everything. Bisu might... Can he get the command center? That's a big kill if he does, because Bisu right now is sitting on 5 bases. You kill your opponent's 3rd base when you're sitting on 5, and you're very close to winning that game. Honestly, okay, with how he's not repairing it and everything too, it almost feels like a glitched replay. When you saw me just jump around there, I was actually checking if it was a glitched replay. It was not. There's actually like a bug that can glitch replays where like players stop spending and stuff and it just, everything falls apart. And what you'll see is like, Bisu would go to 10,000 minerals and there'd be like a Dragoon blocking the ramp and, you know, like basically it desyncs from what actually happened in the game and then nothing, the commands they put in don't mean anything anymore. So they can't like spend money and stuff. Obviously Bisu was starting to bank there towards the end, but yeah, that game was just ending. So, this was an insane opener. I just want to jump back for a moment and just take one more quick look at this because he went... Right, he went very quick academy. It's like they both expanded. He went very quick academy. I don't think he even got that much done. Siege mode really quick. He had the very quick second gas. I want to just let's just see if Bisu saw that. No, he didn't. Okay. So he did deny that. He killed the shuttle. But look here. Okay, 12 worker advantage is pretty big. And, yeah, I guess it's 12 supply advantage, so they're equal on army after he kills that. All right, let's see. 55 workers. That's 1. Kills an observer. Two probes. So he killed an observer and killed 2 probes, and that was it for this. And obviously he got the shuttle with Reaver, and that did 0 damage and cost 0 lost mining time. One aspect of this is he needed to make the comsat with this. Comsats cost you 4 SCVs. That's 4 SCVs of build time when you make 2 comsats. Just to keep that into perspective. So like that's comsats. I like how light refers to comsat as a form of greed. I mean, he got the 5 factories up really quick. It's really interesting that he went for the 2 starport. It's like he was looking for getting 4 Wraiths as quickly as possible. Wraiths take 38 seconds, I want to say, to build. So yeah, if you don't go 2 starports, it does take a long time to get to the number you want. And realistically, if like that's a crux of your strategy, buying another starport is not the biggest deal in the world. Fascinating. Fascinating to see Speed continually doing this. Let me know what you guys think. We've seen him try Wraith builds with harassment twice. This one didn't do that much. I think he was actually in a fine position at multiple points of this game. And it didn't quite work out. I think he's still working on it. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.